अच्छा, question number 7. Farhan cycles X kilometer in 3 hours. If he maintain the same average speed, how far he cycle in Y minutes? Okay. Farhan cycle X kilometer in 3 hours. If he maintain the same average speed, so speed will be, as we know, that's the formula for finding the speed is distance per unit time. Okay, distance is X kilometer. Okay, and time is 3 hours. So speed will be X kilometer per hour. Okay, if he maintain the same average speed, it means if he maintain this average speed, how far he cycle in Y minutes. So we will need to find the distance in Y minutes. Okay, so as we know that speed is equal to distance per unit time. So how far, if we maintain the same average speed, so same average speed means that this is X kilometer per hour multiplied by time t is equal to d. So your d will be equal to X kilometer per hour times t in Y minutes. So we will need to convert this minute into hour. So what we will do, Y, this is a minute, so in 1 hour we have 60 minutes. Okay, so Y minute, here I have minute, so this minute will cancel out by this minute, this hour will cancel out by this hour, and we know that the unit of distance is kilometer, तो आपके पास सिर्फ किलोमीटर रह जाएगा. So this will be X Y kilometer. Okay, he will cover how much distance, that is XY kilometer. Got it? Okay, question number 8. Read this question. Okay, we need to find the difference between, ये तो easy है, क्या करना होगा?
180 minus 25.
180 minus 25. Why 180? Okay.
3 times 60.
Yes, so that should be 180 y minus 25 y. So that should be the answer, right?
Yes.
Acha, part B. Find the sum of this minute and this hour, give you answer in second. So that should be equal to
50, you have to times it by 60, the 53c minus 2. You have to times that by 60, and then you will subtract that from 4z plus 1.
okay, so we need to convert this into a second. So this will be 53z minus 2 times 60, right? So this will be 3000 into 3z minus 2. Acha, plus that is 4 into z plus 1. In 1 hour we have 60 minutes, and in 1 minute we have 60 seconds. This is second and this is also second. Okay, so this will be 9000 z minus 6000 plus this is 3600. So 4 times 3600 is 'Okay, so इन दोनों को ऐड कर लो, you will get plus So from this you will get 3180. No, 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 no. This is Z. यहाँ पे Z हो गया इसके साथ. Okay, इन दोनों को कर लो. So you will get Z और ये दोनों यहाँ पे. So this will be the final answer in second. Okay, ये seconds में आ जाएंगे. Question number 9. Read this question.
Shirley and Kate worked during their school holidays. Shirley was paid X dollars per hour and Kate was paid Y dollars per hour. Their overtime rates were 1.5 times their hourly rates. Shirley worked 25 hours, of which 5 were overtime hours, while Kate worked 18 hours, of which 4 were overtime hours. Find the total amount they earned.
Okay, so Shirley worked was paid X dollar per hour. And Kate was paid Y dollar per hour. Okay, their overtime rate were 1.5 times their hourly rate. Okay, so overtime is 1.5 times their hourly rate. So hourly rate is this one, X dollar per hour. And here the overtime, that is also 1.5 times their hourly rate, which is Y per hour. Okay, Shirley worked 25 hours, of which 5 were overtime hours, while Kate worked 18 hours, of which 4 times over. अच्छा, तो हमारे पास हमने क्या करना है फर्दर, इसने कितने और काम किए हैं, that is 25 hours. So this will be 25 times X US dollar per hour. Okay, 25 hour and the amount of 1 hour is X dollar. Okay, so this will be, this hour will cancel out by this hour, so you will get 25 X dollar. Okay, plus overtime. Overtime कितना था? Overtime is 5 overtime hours. So 5 is the overtime. Okay, is it right, Rania? What do you think? ये मैंने सही स्टेप किए हैं?
Yes.
So normal hours कितने हो जाएंगे? That will be 25 या 20?
20.
Yeah, that will be 20, because out of 25, 20 will be the normal hours and 5 will be the overtime hour. So 20 X US dollar plus 5 were overtime hour, तो 5 overtime amount is this one. So वो क्या हो जाएगा, times 1.5 X US dollar हो जाएगा per hour है. सही है, तो यहाँ पे भी hour है. So this hour will cancel by this hour, so you will get this amount. So ये आपका क्या हो जाएगा, 20x plus 5 times 1.5, तो इससे आ जाएगा 7.5 US dollar. ओके, तो ये आपके पास आ जाएगा 27.5 US dollar. This is the amount Shirley earned. Now अब इसकी तरफ आ जाते हैं. So this person worked 18 hours, of which 4 were overtime hour, तो ये आपका 14 हो जाएगा. 14 times per hour. This hour will cancel with this hour, so you will get 14 Y US dollar plus overtime. Overtime कितना है, 4. So 4 times 4 hour times 1.5 times this hour will cancel this hour, so 4 times 1.5 से क्या आता है, that is 6. So 14 plus 6 is 20. ये आ जाएगा. So we need to find the total amount they earn. So total amount क्या हो जाएगा? Total amount they earned, that is 27.5 x US dollar plus 20 y dollar. So this will be the final answer. Acha, next part is, read this part.
If Shirley was paid $5.50 per hour and Kate was paid $0.5 more than her, how much did they earn altogether during the school holidays?
Okay. So what do you think क्या करना होगा यहाँ पे?
You times the amount by the new thing.
Here the amount is given to you. Okay, the actual amount is given to you, not the variable. Like कोई alphabet given नहीं है जिस तरह first part में हमें given था. Actual amount is given to us. So what do you think? 5.50 US dollar, will that be equal to x?
Can't do 27.5 times 5.5 and then 20 times 0.5.
20 times 0.5 होगा वहाँ पे. And Kate was paid 0.5 US dollar more than her. So what do you think वहाँ पे क्या होगा? Yes, instead of x you will put 5.50 US dollar. अच्छा रानी, जब भी इस तरह के क्वेश्चन आ जाए एग्जाम में तो जो सेकंड पार्ट होते हैं उसका आंसर फर्स्ट पार्ट में होता है. ओके, ये आपने थोड़ा सा जो भी मैथ्स का क्वेश्चन आपके सामने आ जाए, फर्स्ट पार्ट आप सॉल्व कर लो तो सेकंड पार्ट को आपने फर्स्ट पार्ट के अकॉर्डिंगली देखना है. ओके, जो सेकंड पार्ट होगा उसका आंसर फर्स्ट पार्ट में होगा, जो थर्ड पार्ट होगा उसका आंसर सेकंड पार्ट में होगा. ओके, इस तरह आपने, जिस तरह यहाँ इस क्वेश्चन में आपने इस तरह नहीं करना कि स्टार्ट से स्टार्ट लेना है, बस यहाँ पे इसका आंसर फर्स्ट पार्ट में ही है तो इट मीन्स कि इंस्टेड ऑफ एक्स वी विल पुट दिस. ओके, और अगर कंसेप्चुअली इफ़ यू सी दिस then it is also right. Okay, like x वेरिएबल तो x आप कहना हो जाए. अभी उन्होंने एक्चुअल अमाउंट आपको गिवन है. अच्छा, Kate was paid 0.5 US dollar more than her, not times. Okay, so what do you think क्या करना होगा यहाँ पे?
5.5 plus 0.55.
Yes, 5.5 plus 0.5. ओके, अगर टाइम्स होता तो फिर आप 5.5 टाइम्स 0.5 करती, बट मोर देन है तो इट मीन्स कि 5.5 प्लस 0.5 उनको ऐड कर लो, से जो आ जाएगा यू विल पुट दैट वैल्यू ओवर हियर इन y इंस्टेड ऑफ y. ओके, सो यू विल गेट द फाइनल आंसर.
An examination consists of 3 papers. The minimum total score required to pass the examination is 10p plus 5q marks. Michael scores p minus 3q plus 13 marks and 3p plus 5q minus 4 marks in the first 2 papers. Find Michael's total score in the first 2 papers.
Paper 1, paper 2, paper 3. Okay, so the minimum total score required to pass the examination is itna marks. 10p plus 5q marks. Okay, acha, Mitchell scores itna marks and itna marks in the first 2 paper. Find the Mitchell total score in the first 2 papers. वो तो obviously easy है, क्या होगा?
P minus 3q plus 13 plus 3p plus 5q minus 4.
P minus 3q plus 13 plus 3p plus 5q minus 4. So this will be 4p plus 2q plus 9. Okay, this much marks. Given that Michael obtained the minimum total score required to pass the exam, find his score in the third paper. Okay, this is the first 2 paper. score. Okay, so what do you think क्या करना होगा to pass the examination?
Minus 10p plus 5q.
Okay, this is the first two paper. Okay, paper 1 and paper 2. So paper 3 is unknown, so we need to put u instead of that unknown paper, and the minimum score he will need to pass the examination is etna. Okay, so your u will be equal to 10p plus 5q minus 4p minus 2q minus 9. So unknown third paper marks will be equal to this will be 6p, this will be 3p, 3q minus 9. So this is the minimum score he will need to get in his third paper. Factorize the result in second part. So you will need to factorize this, the second part result. So what do you think क्या करना होगा यहाँ पे? Is it possible to factorize this expression?
Yes.
How? Okay, good. Yes, this will be final answer. Okay, the answer of third part. Acha, now this is the end of this chapter. Okay, review exercise 4. Now we will move toward the exercise, review exercise 5. अच्छा, solve each of the following equations. Okay, तो ये तो easy है. Hopefully you will do these type of questions. Okay, like इस question में क्या करना है आपने?
Cross multiply.
Yes, in this you will do cross multiplication and then you will simplify this. Okay, y is greater than or equal to minus 2.5. Okay, इसी यहाँ तक simplify करना है. Okay, अच्छा, question number 3. If this find the value of x minus 5 into 1 by 2. 5 into 1 by 2 means के 5.5. Okay, 1 by 2 means के 0.5, तो 5.5. So what do you think क्या करना होगा यहाँ पे? You will need to find the value of this. Okay, so how you will solve this? Actually आपने यहाँ से इनको सिंप्लीफाई करना है. यहाँ से आपके पास x की वैल्यू आ जाएगी, उसी x की वैल्यू को आपने यहाँ पे पुट करना है. सो यू विल गेट द वैल्यू ऑफ दिस. सो फाइंड टू कंसेक्टिव ऑड.
I think I don't know, I don't remember clearly, but we used to do something like this. Smaller number equals x and then greater number equals x plus 5.
Yeah, x plus 5 के लिए odd number x, no, first number is, if first number is x, second number should be equal to consecutive odd number. So consecutive odd number means if your first number is 1, second number should be equal to 3. Okay, this is the consecutive odd number. 1 and 5 is not your consecutive odd number. Okay, 1 and 5 are not your consecutive odd number. So if x is equal to 1, तो x plus 2 होना चाहिए. These two are the consecutive odd number. How these are two are the consecutive odd number? If you put the x value 1, तो ये आपका 1 हो जाएगा. This will become 3. If you put the x value 3, तो ये आपका 3 and 3 के बाद क्या आता है? 5 आता है, consecutive odd number. So 3 plus 2 is 5. So yes, these two are the consecutive odd number. Okay, find two consecutive odd numbers such that the sum of the greater number. So this is the greater number, sum of the greater number and 5 times the smaller number is 92. So sum of the greater number and 5 times the smaller number is 92. Okay, find the sum of the greater number and 5 times the smaller number. Okay, so इसको solve कर लो. This will be 6x plus 2 will be equal to 92 हो जाएगा. 6x will be equal to 92 minus 2 हो जाएगा. 6x will be equal to 90 हो जाएगा. So your x will be equal to 90 divided by 6. So your x will be equal to 15 आ जाएगा. Okay, x is equal to 15. So first consecutive number is 15. Okay, you will say like this: first consecutive number is 15 and second consecutive number is 15 plus 2 17. Okay, so ये आपका आंसर होगा. This will not be the final answer. Okay, यहाँ पे आपने स्टॉप नहीं करना. This will be the final answer. अच्छा, क्वेश्चन नंबर 11.
Yes.
Okay, question number 12. Read this question. The sum of the ages of Farhan.
The sum of the ages of
Okay.
Farhan and his cousin 38. 7 years ago, Farhan was thrice as old as his cousin. Find Farhan's present age.
The sum of Farhan, okay, Farhan and his cousin age is 38. 7 year ago. So 7 year ago means के f minus 7 हो जाएगा. ओके, और इन इसका ये भी c minus 7 हो जाएगा. So 7, Farhan was thrice as old as his son, his cousin. So it means के Farhan 7 year ago Farhan age was thrice as old as his cousin. Okay, got it? So एक इक्वेशन आपका ये बन गया. Second equation will be this: f minus 7 3c minus, so this will be f minus 3c. 7 इस साइड पे आ जाएगा, so this will become minus 40. Okay, so this will be like 3c minus f will be equal to 14 आ जाएगा. अच्छा, अब क्या करना है? You will need to find the age of present age. So present age is f and c. So substitution करना है यहाँ पे. So this, इसको यहाँ पे ले आओ. So ये क्या हो जाएगा? This will look like this: c plus f is equal to 38. So these two will cancel out. तो यहाँ पे 4c आ जाएगा. 8 9 10 12 52 आ जाएगा. So c will be equal to 30. Okay, his cousin age is 30 and Farhan age is 38 minus 30, 25. Okay. अच्छा, question number 13. Nora is twice as old as Raj and half as old as Ethan. In 22 year time, Ethan will be twice as old as Raj. Find the Nora present age. So what do you think? इसको किस तरह सॉल्व करना है?
Is x years old, then Nora is 2x, and
Is it right?
yes.
Then okay. In 22 year time, Ethan will be twice as old as Raj. Find the Nora present age. We will need to find the Nora age. So यहाँ से okay, in 22 year time, तो it means के अच्छा, after 22 years तो Ethan का age ये हो जाएगा. Okay, Ethan will be twice as old as Raj. तो Ethan will be twice as old as Raj. तो राज के साथ भी 22 years ऐड हो जाएंगे. आफ्टर 22 years नूरा के एज भी इसके साथ 22 ऐड हो जाएगा इस तरह. ओके, आफ्टर 22 years तो सारों के साथ 22 years ऐड हो जाएंगे. सो आफ्टर 22 years Ethan जो होगा, इट मीन्स कि E प्लस 22 years के बाद दैट्स विल बी ट्वाइस एज ओल्ड एज राज. तो राज भी 22 ईयर, इनके साथ भी आपने ऐड करना है. ओके, अच्छा, इसको अब सॉल्व करना है. सो राज इथेन क्या हो जाएगा? दैट्स विल बी इक्वल टू 2n. लाइक आई विल नीड टू फाइंड द न्यू राज. सो इंस्टेड ऑफ E आई विल पुट 2n प्लस 22 आ जाएगा. दैट्स विल इक्वल टू राज एज, दैट्स विल बी इक्वल टू n डिवाइड बाई 2. So instead of r I will put n divided by 2. So this will be 2n plus 22. 2 times n divided by 2 is n, plus 2 times 22 is 44. So n को इस साइड पे ले आओ, so 2n minus n हो जाएगा, that will be equal to n. 22 को उस साइड पे ले जाओ तो 44 minus 22, that will be equal to 22. Okay, this will be the final answer. को देख लो. Okay, the original price of each apple is 25 cents. Okay. Acha, let the original price of x is the original price of each apple is x cents. Okay. So money through which she buy 24 apples by using this price of apple is 24 times x. Okay. 24 को इसके साथ मल्टीप्लाई करो, 24 एप्पल्स को इसके साथ मल्टीप्लाई करो तो दिस एप्पल विल कैंसल बाय 24 एप्पल वाला. ओके, और आपके पास 24x सेंट्स आ जाएंगे. उसके बाद आफ्टर रिड्यूस प्राइस दैट इज x minus 5 US dollar, x minus 5 cents per apple will be the price of one apple. Okay, x minus 5 cents will be the price of one apple. तो ओके, प्राइस जब रिड्यूस हो जाए तो शी वांट टू बाय 24 apples, so that will be x minus 5 times 24. बट उनके पास ओके आफ्टर रिड्यूसिंग प्राइस उनके पास एक्स्ट्रा मनी भी आ जाएगा. वाई एक्स्ट्रा मनी आ जाएगा? बिकॉज ऑफ दिस रिड्यूसिंग प्राइस. तो उस एक्स्ट्रा मनी पे शी आल्सो वांट टू बाय सम एप्पल्स, so she able to buy an extra 6 apple with the same amount of money. So this is the amount of money. Okay, so you will write that over here. That will be equal to x minus 5 times 6. 6 is the extra apples plus जो 24 apples is the original value. So यहाँ पे आप इसको simplify कर लो, so you will get the x value and x is the original price. Got it?